I guess it might have been Lost in Time, because I know Lost in Time was on that part of the bracket. I don't know. Got to see. Because, yeah, it was Pink Fresh and Yoda Cage were the 1 and 2 seeds on that pool.
Okay. Huh.
So I was thinking, yeah, that's light work, but apparently, I mean, MDVA, we got some hitters.
Yeah,
some stealthy
MDVA
hitters.
is coming out, man.
Yeah.
Coming out to play on the home turf here at Glinch Infinite. Even if they don't got the fighting game character power, you still got the home region power. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you got homies rooting you on, like, it's a buff. It's a buff.
For sure, yeah.
All right, so Gravity versus Yoda Cage. Gravity saw a little bit earlier on the stream. Yoda Cage, I mean, pretty much one of the best Bowser Juniors in the world, like one of the best in the United States, and very, very good at this game. One of the few people who can make me believe in Bowser Jr., which is saying something. Because, like, on paper, I'm like, oh, this character's mid as heck. But Yoda Cage was like, wait a minute. Yo, this guy's kind of nice.
I'm actually very curious if Bowser Jr. is the only one with a hammer. I think all the other Koopalings actually have wands. I'm pretty sure, because they all have different color wands.
Yeah, there was that one Mario game where they were all in. Like, a lot of them were doing, like, stuff with magic and stuff. So, like, it would make sense if they all have wands. But we shall see.
Morgan's pretty ripped. Maybe he has a hammer.
Yeah, I hope so. Like, dude looks like, if he's doing magic, I don't know, they just punch me. Like, you can tell he's kind of diesel.
I'm watching out for it.
Yeah,
does
same.
Morton have a hammer? The fact that we've seen, like, different Koopalings. He does? Wait, no. No, that's a wand.
It's like a gray wand, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a gray wand.
Oh, this is going to hurt, by the way.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
I mean, you get limit, but, like, even still, that was a whole lot of damage. I think he was holding it, like, hoping the platforms might move away soon, but even still, everyone's surviving. Just a lot of damage put on both sides at the moment. 82 for Yoda Cage, 92 for Gravity.
Yeah, we saw Gravity playing earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So,
won their
Yoda
setup.
Cage. That should be the stock there. That up smash is no joke. Very powerful option and pretty quick out of shield as well. So definitely the main out of shield option here. Oh, gets the up air extension. Yeah, that's a wand. Wand confirmed. Here comes the jabs. Good amount of damage here. Gets a great setup off stage. Oh, try to go for the jab again, but the up smash says no.
No, not at all. Yoda Cage is trying to use the cannon, but gets hit by that back air. Limit, yep, here it is. It's going to make ledge trapping that much harder. Oh, not going for the blade beam. Surprising stuff. Yeah, going for the cross slash, trying to end it all, make it super untechable, but either way, now Yoda Cage is back on stage looking confident, trying to use the Koopa, and great tech, and he was actually really lucky the platform started moving away there.
Yes, the platform was like, I got you, homie. Like, I won't let Morton hit you with this fair. But the jab will do it here for Yoda Cage.
All right, last stock for Gravity, and Yoda Cage looking more and more comfortable as time goes on. Gravity's finding hits, but none of the big ones. None of the ones that, like, give them too much advantages, you know? And also not able to get much going with the limit, too. Yoda Cage is doing a good job avoiding the limit mini games that you have to play with Cloud.
Yeah, and every time, I mean, we see Gravity try to make something off stage happen, right? Yoda Cage is being really tricky with the side Bs, even going into the up B air dodge. That's another thing that Junior can go for, right? Yeah, just gonna. That was really good. So right there, we saw Yoda Cage wait on the Angel platform. You do get less intangibility coming into the stock, but limit runs out in like 13 to 14 seconds. So you essentially just wait out the limit. Obviously, Cloud is not only has access to those limit moves, but is also literally like faster faller. Like, you just have better stats.
Yeah, so just making life easier for yourself by just hanging out on the Angel platform. Oh, but actually, Gravity is already like a pretty high percent. Yoda Cage, yeah, tried to end it right there with an up smash, but not going to be able to do that. Limit does make you fall faster, so maybe it would be a bit harder to kill with the up smash. Tries to go for the shield poke with the blade beam. I like what Gravity's doing, but Yoda Cage just hip to all of it.
Yeah, one thing I noticed with the Cloud meta in general is sometimes Clouds are just like, you know what, everyone's playing so defensive, a jab should do the trick.
Yeah.
Yep. Yoda Cage going to go ahead and take that game one very solidly. But yeah, one thing I noticed with the Cloud meta nowadays is even we'll see Spargo with limit, and he just won't shoot off any limit moves, and we'll just use that time purely for neutral. And it's like, well, if I'm already just conditioning my opponent to play extremely defensive because they expect that, like maybe get some free grabs, maybe just get the maneuverability around, and not necessarily use the limit moves itself, but more so the buff.
Yeah, it's a mind game. And like, when you have that, you don't always have to use it. Like, people always think, oh yeah, I have access to like these 4 moves and like they can get a stock, but as you said, sometimes just winning neutral easier is a bigger thing than getting a kill in a dramatic way. I know it's rewarding. I know that dopamine hits when you hit that cross slash. I feel that, but like sometimes you just gotta move.
Yeah, the Blade Beam is honestly not a bad choice either. You know, range, you get some shield damage in, right? So maybe your next pokes can be a little bit more successful. But we'll see if Gravity has the adaptation, can make the adjustments here for game number 2 versus Yoda Cage, because that was a pretty convincing 2-stock there.
Yeah, and it's looking like the convincing will continue in this game, because right now Yoda Cage has you trapped on ledge. Very good in those situations, but great stuff from Gravity, tagging out with the clown car and just hitting with the cross slash. And Limit is online though, and this is one of those times where you could go for a Limit and get an early kill, or call out a long range option. Very smart stuff from Gravity right there.
Oh wow, the wave land onto the platform, right into the jab. I like the mix coming out from Yoda Cage. Tries to set up the neutral B and picks up the, oh, what an edge guard. There was so much things to avoid there. The Mecha Koopa, the Nair, and I love that Yoda Cage picked it up with the forward tilt.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do there? Dropped a little bit too low. Maybe burned his jump earlier, didn't touch the ground quite what you thought, but Gravity, yeah, we'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Do the fast fall after that first up air to line up the next two. Really good stuff. Very similar to someone like Meta Knight, where you want to like weave in some fast fall in between your up airs to really adjust to the DI. The Mecha Koopa doing an amazing job there, taking the Blade Beam.
Yeah, I guess that time he did it a little bit later than the previous stock, because the previous stock we saw that go right through. See him going right through. That stock is going to go right through, courtesy of the F smash from Yoda Cage, lasting so long you can't neutral get up into it.
The up airs, and now Yoda Cage in a very similar scenario as game number 1. What a bait on the up B there. You think I'm coming in. Ooh, almost gets the reset, but Gravity coming in with the grab, going to the other side though.
Yeah. Get out of dodge with that one. But Limit will be there, yep, on the next hit. And again, let's see what Gravity does with this. I mean, using the buffs would be pretty huge in this kind of situations, because you are at a deficit. Yoda Cage will run away and just camp you out. You can tell that he does not want to interact with Gravity right now, and will not have to, except for that back there.
Yep, exactly. Just playing safe around the limit. And you see Yoda Cage with all this advantage, but you still see the respect, right, coming out from Yoda Cage. Missing that air dodge, but the come around on the up B swing, the wand to the face. Yoda Cage going to go up to, or not up, but take the set 2-0.
Yep. And Philly moves through. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't see much of Philly. Actually, no, I see them in the background. Okay. Because when Philly comes through, they're loud. Some regions are loud, but some regions are extra, extra loud. Like Philly, Florida, y'all get loud.
Oh, yeah. Florida's
bring
very
headphones.
loud.
Bring headphones if you're going over
I've been
there.
on the receiving end of Florida cheering.
That's rough.
Loud.
I wouldn't wish that on my enemies.
it's rough, but I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we did kind of lose some of that, like in the kind of the esports transition. But back in the day, like you would
definitely some grassroots cheering.
Yeah, yeah. You would cheer to throw your homie's opponent off sometimes, and it's part of the game. You know, if LeBron can do it, you can do it.
Yep. Got it. You got to respect it. It is a part of the game. You know, being in person, especially, you know, Smash, you know, thrived offline. Obviously, is mainly an offline community, especially when it comes to, you know, the higher end of rankings and all that stuff. And that